It's the Klassiker week, people. FC Bayern are hosting Dortmund. Kane's hungry, Neuer's chasing history, but don't get tunnel vision, will you? Because Hamburg, Leipzig and Stuttgart, well, they're all cooking, aren't they? They're all cooking. And Matchday 7 is a full buffet. Title race, relegation scraps, breakout stars, it's all here. So grab yourself a knife and a fork, or however you eat your food, and let us dig in. Our headline game is the Klassiker. FC Bayern hosting Dortmund, who are chasing in the Bundesliga. Harry Kane's got 18 goals already, 11 coming in the Bundesliga, but it's his link-up play with Elise and Diaz. That is lethal. Neuer is one win away from becoming the Bundesliga's most successful player ever. Bayern, well, they are perfect. 6 wins from 6. Haven't dropped a single point all season. Actually, the only club in Europe to not have dropped a single point so far this season. They've steamrolled Leipzig, Hamburg, Werder, even Chelsea. Up the Chelsea, Jim. As for Dortmund, well, it's 4 points from their last 2 visits to Munich. But before that, it's not good viewing this one. 9 straight losses, 37 goals conceded. Graveyard vibes, innit? The key battles then, as we see them in this matchup: Kane dropping deep, Elise running riot, Diaz up against Slotty, Nico Schlotterbeck. Well, it's that a mismatch incoming. And then Brandt getting in behind Kimmich, said it right, in the danger zone, the highway to the danger zone. Adeyemi, he's hot, isn't he? He's hot this season. 3 goals and 3 assists in the opening 6 games for his Bundesliga season, but he might be benched after international duty, just playing for Die National Elf. Is that how you say it? Yeah, it sounds about right. Maxi Bayer scored in this fixture before, hasn't he? Scored back in April. And Nico Jackson, I am for real. He's raw, but he's fearless. And if company throws him on late, he's going to be running head on at some tired Dortmund legs. Again, Bayern haven't dropped a single point all season. That puts them the top performing club in the entirety of Europe. The Klassiker, though, it's not just a rivalry, is it? It's FC Bayern coming out of the statement and saying to everybody else, we set the standard. Here's a public service announcement. Smash that subscribe like you've just scored a stoppage time winner. And hit that like so that this video shows up on other people's home feeds. Or just do the right thing and support the channel, please. Danke. Leverkusen are cooking under new head coach Kasper Hjulmand, right? 11 points, 3 wins, 12 goals. What a turnaround since the sacking of Erik ten Hag. But if you contrast that with their hosts, Mainz, under Bo Henriksen, they've lost all 3 Bundesliga home games this season. And that Conference League spark of last year, well, it's just gone, hasn't it? It's just gone. Tillman, Garcia and Fernandez all pure saucer by Leverkusen. But if Mainz get physical early on, physical, well, it's game on, innit? It's game on. If Leverkusen win this, does that make them title contenders? Feels a bit early. Long way to go in this season, isn't there? Hamburg visiting Leipzig. This one's tasty, innit? Shout out, by the way, to Fiago for passing the 100,000 subscribers mark on YouTube. Well done, son. Like your content. This one's for you then. Leipzig, though, they are slick, but they hate being pressed. Let's give some credit, though, to Oli Werner. He has tightened up that leaky defence. Only 2 goals conceded, by the way, since that FC Bayern pasting 6-0 on the opening night of the season. But Hamburger, Fiago, tell me, Rossing's movement, Konindorfer's pace. If you go brave, Hamburg, if you go brave, you could well nick this game. Then again, Leipzig's young attack is firing. 8 goals scored in 6 games. Bakayoko and Romelu, not Lukaku. Romelu, the Brazilian, that's coming from Turkey. They've both scored 4. And the metronome, the Austrian metronome, Baumgartner, he's added 2. So, Hamburger fans, Fiago, what's your take? How's this game going to finish up? You know what you do? You know what you can do? You can let me know in the comment section down below. Eintracht Frankfurt visiting Freiburg. This one promises goals. Frankfurt scored 17 in 6 Bundesliga games. Only FC Bayern have scored more. They've got 25. But the problem for Frankfurt, for Die Adler, is they've conceded 16. Freiburg, meanwhile, they're balanced. 2 wins, 2 draws, 2 losses. Almost a perfect bingo card. 0 goal difference though. Matanovic, well, he scored 2 off the bench against VfB Stuttgart. Surely he's got a start in this game. Then you got Vincenzo Grifo, the Italian veteran. He's pulling the strings. Then you got Vitsu Doan up against his old club. Surely that's going to add some spice. Chan versus Eggestein. This is a proper chess match. Again, we feel there will be goals. It's rapid rundown time. We've got a few fixtures left to cover off in this Matchday 7 Bundesliga weekend, starting with Wolfsburg hosting VfB Stuttgart. Now, Wolfsburg are still waiting for a home win this season, and 3 losses on the bounce too, which it's not good, is it, for the Wolves of Wolfsburg? They have got Arnold pulling the strings in midfield, and he's backed up by Vinny Souza. Blades fans, Sheffield United fans might remember Vinny Souza. He's not shy about putting a foot in a tackle, is he? They've got Pesinovic being preferred up front to Jonas Wind, and Christian Eriksen. Is he going to get his first start of this season in his return to the Bundesliga? Stuttgart quietly moving up the table, aren't they? They're into 4th. 3 wins on the bounce for VfB, but their Bosnian bagsman, Demirovic, sadly, he's out. So Thiago Thomas, he's going to lead the line. And El Kanousse, on loan from the baby squad of Leicester City, casting spells, isn't he, in midfield. Stuttgart, fast, fearless, and top 5 for shots per game so far this season. Wolfsburg, by the way, their games don't end in goalless, so don't blink, otherwise you might miss a few. Union Berlin are hosting Monchengladbach. Gladbach, they were winless. They're in 17th place and they've shipped 12 goals already. Eugene Polanski's interim reign, no spark yet, is there? But there is some positive news because Ruben Schroeder is incoming. He's going to be your new sporting director. He's a rebuild specialist. Smart loans, gritty signings and a tactical spine. That is the Schroeder playbook. His first job, though, stabilise. There's a winter transfer window. Let's get his playbook out and bring in some signings. But with a squad that Polanski's got already and that Schroeder will be looking to work with or add to, well, Tabakovic has got goals. He's got 2 and he'll be wanting more. And if Rocco Wrights and Florian Neuhaus can find space, then Gladbach might well be able to stretch Union's back 3. Union then, under Stefan Baumgart, well, it's 1 win in 5, but Ilya Anta, he's got the answers. 4 goals in 6 for the striker. Backed up by the Scot Ollie Burke, ex-Werder Bryan. He's chipped in with 3 goals. And then Illich is a striker, 4 assists. That is unselfish play. And Rami Khedira, well, he's locking down that midfield. Union, well, they love a set piece and a scrap. It's not glamorous, but it makes a massive difference. This is a bottom half clash. Someone's got to blink first, but who's it going to be? FC Köln are hosting Augsburg. FC Köln back in the Bundesliga. They are flying. 3 wins out of 6. Jakub Kaminski, ex-Wolfsburg winger, well, he scored 3 goals. And then there's a small matter of Said El Mahler. El Mahler is a Germany under-21 international. Apparently, FC Bayern are watching his progress. What do you think about that one, Dishy Danny? As for Augsburg, it's a bit of a patchy start with 4 losses, but they are fresh off a 3-1 win, and it was against Kaminski's former club of Wolfsburg. Sandro Wagner's front 3 of Kermer, Rieder and Saad, well, they are electric. You can expect goals, you can expect chaos. We believe this one is wide open. Heidenheim are hosting Werder Bremen. As for Heidenheim, it's a familiar story, I'm afraid. They are a rock bottom. They've lost 5 out of 6 and conceded 12 goals. Frank Schmidt needs a spark, doesn't he? Is that spark going to come from Nicholas Dorsch? And is it going to come from Kaufmann, who's already chipped in with 1 goal and a few assists? But their big Georgian, Bodu Zivazavadze, yay, we got it right. Well, he's yet to score. Werder, 1 win in 3 so far, yeah, just the 1 win in 3. Stefan Horst is chasing rhythm, but there is some hope. Ex-Juve winger Samuel Mbangalu, well, he's flying, he's scoring. This old school ground, by the way, the John Voight Arena, well, it could well be Heidenheim's 12th man. This match has got tension written all over it. And to see us out is St. Pauli hosting Hoffenheim. For St. Pauli, It's 3 straight losses. So all that early season momentum has just faded away because goals, as they were last season, are hard to come by. Yes, they do have Burnley striker Hutadonji on loan. He has scored a few. Does that make him their talisman? I suppose it does. But they're also going to need Daniel Sinani to step up. Hoffenheim, well, it's 1 point in 9. And Oliver Baumann, Germany's number 1, well, he just looks rattled. Don't expect fireworks. This one is more grind than it is Bundesliga glamour. What can we expect from Matchday 7, I hear you ask? I tell you what you can expect. Bundesliga mayhem. Yes, we've got the Klassiker as the headline. But also, we've got stories, real stories, in the matchups that are happening in the margins. We've got a title race that's brewing, yes, but we've also got some mid-table madness and some relegation nerves starting to show. But don't forget, make sure you drop in your scoreline predictions in the comment section below. Who's going to bottle it? Who's going to break through? And are you back in your Fussball club? Of course you are. Well, let us know. Use that comment section, because the best takes, they're going to get a shout out on Monday. In the meantime, look out for our FC Bayern transfer special. Emotional exits, specialist signings, and talk of a treble. Plus, we've got more shorts dropping than Joshua Kimmich. Key players, key matches, and all the bold expectations from Matchday 7. One last request then, please. Smash that like. But yeah, if you smash that like, then this video, well, it's going to reach more Fussball heads. And if I can ask you to go one step further and hit that subscribe, well, then you'll know when our reaction video drops on Monday. And if you've got this far, well, thank you so much for showing up as you do with every single video. But don't go just yet. Eyes up here. Here is a Bundesliga playlist that we've created just for you. You can watch it when it suits. Thanks again for showing up. But don't forget this playlist.